r/DeadBedrooms. Lil says, having 2 babies ruined me. This is going to sound like such a shallow, self-indulgent post. And I get that. I'm sorry. There is so much more to it. It's also just going to be blunt and raw and honest. I've got 2 under 3 and am ruined. Before pregnancy, my body was probably my highlight feature. Tiny waist, huge bum, small but perky tits. Always super soft and smooth, because I had the time to look after myself. Always smelling amazing. After 2 babies, I don't recognize myself. I've put on 70 pounds which hasn't shifted an inch 13 months out. The huge saggy boobs which will probably be sacks when I'm done breastfeeding, looking permanently 3rd trimester, the dry skin and stretch marks and cracks, because do you think I'm moisturizing and masking my feet? And sure, I could just calorie count and work out right. But do I care enough to do that? No. I'd rather comfort eat and be fat. I'm too damn exhausted, and if I get an hour to myself at night it's usually spent baby wiping the noodles off the floor from lunch waiting for the baby to wake up for the 5th time. In fact, I'm writing this post while eating ice cream at midnight. I sound cocky AF, but the truth is I was incredibly insecure and didn't realize the potential I had. I used to use my body to seek external validation from men. Well, I certainly can't do that anymore. I miss feeling, I'm sexy and like I could hypnotize a man with my coochie. Taking selfies in my lingerie. Now I sometimes wonder if I ever had sex or if it was just a random dream I had. I have no interest in it. And honestly I don't blame my husband for not wanting to either. The love is gone from our marriage. Maybe one day we'll get divorced, but it's just good enough for now. A warm body and an extra pair of hands. We've discussed it already. But he'll just be older, busier and more tired if we ever get divorced anyway. I miss the luscious hair. That is now thin straggles. The plump skin fat style and grey. The pretty face I had time to make up. The tone and firmness of my body. I feel I never used or appreciated that body how I should have. I miss getting glances and looks and smiles and attention. Now I feel invisible. Maybe just allowed inconvenience. I know I should be grateful. And in some ways I really am. But God, sometimes I don't even feel like a woman anymore. Just an unsexy lump. And everyone says to make time for yourself, but is it really that easy? And if I do have time to myself, what if I just want to spend it on my phone? I love my kids and do nothing but think about them. But sometimes I wish I could go back and show my younger self how I look and feel now. Just to say, don't rush it. Enjoy being you and your time and your body and your sexuality. Have fun. Just wait. Because you won't be the same after. Clear Interaction 56 says, hey fellow lady here, I have 2 kids as well, under 4, but I couldn't lose any weight till I stopped breastfeeding. I know some women lose it during, but I know just as many women that clung on till after weaning. Weaning helped my mental health, but it made my already high libido shoot back up. It's hard to love your new body, I miss the old me too. But I started taking evenings for myself. After the kids are in bed, if something needs to be done I spend no more than 30 minutes on it. The night is mine to do as I please. I hope you love the new you, she's just as important and beautiful as the old you. She's just waiting for you to rediscover her. Fantastic Support 99 says, I don't have 2 under 3, but I have 1 under 1 and the transition has been tough and my postpartum weight, 50 pounds, hasn't budged even though I'm actively working out. I know I actually need to eat better for the pounds to shed, but I'm not gonna stop trying to move my body. I also use it for a boost to my mental health though. And I think it could help Pop feel better too. Also I think in your journey, you have to embrace and love yourself for the good and bad BC, then the confidence will shine through. I've always been a bigger girl, lost 100 pounds before getting pregnant, but you better believe I got glances when I was at my larger size and at my smaller size. I even get it on now, even though I think I look a mess. You have to exude confidence at all stages and love yourself at all stages. You only get one body and she did some amazing stuff by birthing two tiny humans. Don't be so tough on yourself. And you can rebuild your body one step at a time. It won't be a quick process, but you can get back to you, a better, more awesome you. See if you can get someone to watch your lows and take a day for yourself to do some self-care, but also create a plan to prioritize you. Your littles, especially if you have daughters, deserve to see their mama happy and knowing she prioritizes herself. Clear Interaction 56 says, I love the positivity and advice in your comment, and yes, I second the moving just to help yourself feel better. Increase that serotonin up, even if it's just dancing in your kitchen with the kids. We do dance party every night while I make dinner. Dancing also helps you feel a bit sexier. Aromatic Elephant 110 says, I didn't want my daughters to grow up thinking that moms have to give up taking care of themselves, so I started taking care of myself. Wishing gets you nowhere. r/DeadBedrooms. Sensitive Cold 1130 says, Embark. I feel beyond in stupid right now. Sex had been talked about earlier today, and that little piece of my mind said don't even bother. Did I listen? No, I was excited, so I got up to shower, spent an hour shaving every single in follicle, exfoliated, moisturized, used the last bit of my perfume. My lotion even had glitter in it. Took an extra 30 minutes just trying to decide which pair of panties I wanted to wear. Cooked dinner, and now I'm typing this in bed wearing the most uncomfortable thong Victoria's Secret has ever manufactured. IDK why I wasted my time doing any of that, but I was truly excited. IDK how anyone can watch their partner put so much effort into themselves and completely ignore it. Citron 2024A says, glitter, thong, and disappointment. Sounds like a recipe for a typical Valentine's Day round these parts. The Swedish Eagle says, sorry to hear that. The glitter sounds nice. I went to a strip club once and came home with glitter all over me. There was glitter for 3 days afterwards. I kind of liked it, though, because it was a reminder of a fun time. How can a man turn down a woman in a thong with glitter on her? Flying Wasp 08 says, my wife pulled the same crap on me tonight. I'm upset and disappointed to say the least. Part of me does not want to say a word to her the rest of the week or respond to a text and just give her the cold shoulder. I don't feel I should wake up in the morning and be merry and cherry with her as if nothing is wrong. How are you going to respond tomorrow? Too High Fitness says, the effort you put in typing, that is more than my partner did today, then top it off with all the fairy tale stuff you did. Sounds like one of those true story fiction movies I watched. Lol, you know the movies that say, based on true events, then see the wife absolutely desire her man, yeah. That fictional stuff. I believe you, not saying you're lying, just when I read women trying hard, I hear sci-fi music in my head. Lol do lol. Little Basil 666 says, man, I got tired thinking about this. I'm so sorry. I used to put in effort like this and finally just gave up. Just Passing says, I swear you girls are unicorns. I would be so thankful if my wife put in any effort to initiate, even if it was only on special occasions. Hope it gets better for you, you deserve it. Justin Thim says, when I gave her the Valentine's Day bouquet, she said she would want to meet up later tonight. I covered up a laugh because I knew nothing was going to happen. r/DeadBedrooms. Fixx124 says. The point of acceptance. I, 48HLM, am reaching the point of realization that the intimate part of my relationship with my wife, 50LLF, is over. Our bedroom has been dead for 7 years. We've had sex no more than 10 times during that time. This past year saw an improvement as we've been intimate maybe 6 or 7 times. Maybe once a month. Currently it's been over a month since the last time. I recently asked her if she simply wasn't interested in having sex. She said she just doesn't think about sex at all. I honestly feel it's a combination of age and medication/prescriptions that's caused her sex drive to just die. I don't blame her as I know she isn't intentionally withholding sex from me. She simply just doesn't want to have sex. No interest in it all. She shows me she loves by her actions in her life. Although none of it is physical or through touch. She doesn't really show any affection toward me at all. I'm depressed and bitter. I'm not willing to leave either. So, I'm going to have to figure out how to process this and accept it. Maybe eventually I'll stop caring. The Swedish Eagle says. I'm the same age roughly, and that is the conclusion I have come to. It's not ever going to get better. So I can accept it, leave, or cheat. I don't know what I want to do. At my age I would probably connect with another 40 to 50-year-old woman in menopause, or soon to be. That's not a terribly appealing prospect. I could go to a professional, but that has its own risks. It also isn't really the type of sex I want, which is sex within a committed relationship. That leaves acceptance, but I'm not sure I can do that as the resentment gnaws at me. I don't think I can do another 20 to 30 years of this. I'm so jealous of people who have a normal loving relationship with a normal amount of sex. I feel like I'm being punished because I decided to stick it out instead of fleeing at the first sign of trouble. I wish I had a time machine. Thrill Oil says. Being with an unaffectionate low libido person will make you feel like the loneliest person on the planet. Additional share 7293 says. This is hard because I'm there, actually a little farther down the road, 63 meters, 65F, and it has been 6 years since any sex or really any intimacy, married 37 years in June. With my wife, she's done with 6. What's over is over, no sense in looking back. I wish I could not want her anymore, like she doesn't want me, but that hasn't happened yet. Aging will inevitably take away the ability, but my heart still cradles my desire for her, and the hope that she may one more time want me. Not advice, just my experience. Financial Attempt 674 says. I feel like I'm on the edge of your situation. She has not actually said it, but I feel like it's on its way. Good luck and stay strong. 406 Big Ski says. Ask her to allow you to meet your needs outside the marriage. Your libido and desires won't just disappear, and eventually you will resent her. Trust me. SHRPDSR says. Similar story here. Had a dead bedroom for a year now. And no interest from her. Not sure how long I can deal with it. Hate the thought of being alone, but is it worth being miserable? Spirited Chow 9831 says. Same. Currently trying to accept this reality, it makes me bitter and angry, and then I'm met with a 1000 what's wrongs? And if I say what's wrong around, and around we go. Squan says. I'm having trouble parsing the math. 6 years sex 3 times. Last 12 months 7 times. To me that reads as hyper positive. That's all for this video. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe.